The recovery of over 40,000 crore AGR dues from bankrupt telecom companies now hinges on classification of spectrum as an asset by telecom companies, whether it would be classified or not. While telecom companies, which are currently under liquidation through their resolution professionals, have already submitted before the top court that they were treating spectrum as part of their asset and they wanted this spectrum to be traded in order to pay off the government dues. The DoT is adamant on not treating spectrum as part of telecom companies' assets. The DoT has maintained that spectrum is a natural resource which belongs to the people of the country and is held by the government in trust and can only be allocated for use to private telecom companies, and hence it cannot be sold, traded or bought. However, the Solicitor General today, arguing before a three-judge bench led by Justice Arun Mishra, informed the court that there was a divergence of opinion even within the union government with regard to classification of spectrum as an asset, while the Ministry of Corporate Affairs treated spectrum as a part of asset held by telecom companies that was meant to maximize the value of the telecom companies under liquidation. On the other hand, the DoT is maintaining its earlier stand that spectrum cannot be traded since it is a natural resource. However, the Solicitor General told the government's view to the top court that the government will agree with whatever the top court orders with respect to protection of the government's interest of recovery of AGR dues as a part of legitimate government revenue. However, the top court raised this question multiple times. It was even raised in the previous date of hearing that whether spectrum can be classified as part of assets or not. Also, the court had asked whether Reliance Jio can be made liable to pay AGR dues of Reliance Communications since it was using the spectrum which was earlier held by RCom for nearly 4 years. It remains to be seen what is going to be the outcome on the next date of hearing, that is on the day after tomorrow, on the 19th of August. Also, the top court had asked resolution professionals of different companies under liquidation, namely ASL, RCom and Videocon, to give details of their financial position, and the court will analyze whether they are faking bankruptcy or not to avoid paying AGR dues. It remains to be seen what is going to be the stand put forth by telecom companies on the next date of hearing, while the Solicitor General is maintaining that the DoT wants to recover dues, but the top court's verdict is still awaited on the timeline of payment which would be given to telecom companies which are not under liquidation, a verdict which is eagerly being awaited by the telecom and banking sector. Earlier, several telecom companies including Airtel and Vodafone had sought a longer timeline of payment of AGR dues. They had claimed financial distress in the telecom sector and had stated that many telecom companies may go insolvent if at all they are asked to pay AGR dues upfront. However, the top court had sought some degree of security, after which telecom companies had submitted that spectrum was an asset which was held by them, and now this contentious issue would possibly be decided on the next date of hearing. Also, appearing for Reliance Jio today, senior lawyer Harish Salve had submitted that Jio was not a part of any bankruptcy or IBC proceedings anywhere. However, Jio was not liable to pay RCom's AGR dues according to any spectrum sharing agreement and the approval which was given by the DoT. Also, Harish Salve is appearing for the State Bank of India and has stated that he will speak to the SBI chairman to understand the implications of classification of spectrum as an asset held by telecom companies.